Hi my YouTube family, this is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. I thank you so much for being here today. Today we're going to have a wonderful time together. Hi my YouTube family, this is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. Please welcome to Home Garden and Fashion. I thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and watching and listening to my stories. I hope all of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving and looking forward to even much more wonderful Christmas. Today's story is going to be on law of attraction, even when you don't want it. So law of attraction is always working whether you want it or not. So in today's story I have few characters. One of them is Meghna and other one is Robbie. So Meghna and Robbie, they were high school sweetheart, and then they were very much in love, and then as they grew up they decided to be together and they got married. After marriage they were pretty happy couple for a few years, and after that children came into their life and they were raising their children, got busy with that, and then soon after that they had the responsibility to take care of their aging parents, which they did. And soon after that the children went to their college life, went to their work life, and Meghna and Robbie found themselves alone again. Now Meghna worked as a school teacher and Robbie was a doctor. So for Meghna the transition was not so hard because she was among the children even though her kids went away. But she never felt that much lonely because she was surrounded by kids all the time. And Meghna had many other interests too. She always liked to serve and do things. So over the weekend she will go for a walk early in the morning, and on her walking path there used to be few homeless people, and she would always take some breakfast for them, and she would always give them some gift card for some food store, but she never actually handed them money because sometimes she thought that giving them a warm blanket or some food or some medicine they need is much more wiser than just handing them some money, because some of them may not have the ability to go get food or whatsoever. So she just usually bring a blanket or some food or some medicine with her and she will give it to them. So this was her regular chore on weekend, and she was very devoted and nice wife and mother and a daughter and a devoted and good citizen as well. So on her walk on Saturday, Sunday morning, she will take lots of trash bag and she will pick up all the trash people thrown in the parks and things where they're not supposed to. She will do as much as she can, as much as time allowed, to pick those up and put it in proper places. So she was all around a very good person. Now Robbie, after the children left, after the family responsibility took different turn, had emerged or smudged himself onto after work, much more drinking, and much more of looking into other women and things on cell phone, and watching late night bad souls, things like that. Where Meghna always slept at 10 p.m., so she did not worry about this much because she knew that she can only control her action, and there's so much that she can control other people's thoughts and actions. So Robbie slept pretty late at night. He would sleep like 12, 1 because he would keep himself busy into these things. Now, Robbie, in his mind, this was there that if someone is not watching, you could do whatever you can, but which is not true in real world. Real world, even if no one is watching, you cannot do anything bad which you are not supposed to do, because the very person watching is you. We always think that our bodies and our mind and our actions all are same, and that is not true, because our body is just a house. It's different than our soul and mind. Our soul and mind, this is different from the body. Body is a house. So when Robbie had this thought which he's not supposed to, when Robbie had these actions which he's not supposed to, this is also working for law of attraction, since he's having the bad thoughts and bad actions. This, he's attracting more of this to his life without even his knowledge. And Robbie did not believe in this, Robbie did not know this. So anyway, he got more into watching other people, watching bad things on social media. His movies and things were always a lot of violence and things like that. But Meghna never watched those kind of things. She always watched religious things or something to good, do something good for others. Robbie was not like this at the beginning, but as later he grew old, he became like that. So once Meghna kind of found out about Robbie watching these things, and she was a little bit sad about Robbie's behavior, and she confronted Robbie, and Robbie kind of said that it was just for fun. He just wanted to see something, and he tried to avoid the subject. Well, then Meghna thought that there's just so much she could do about others' action and thoughts and behavior, and she cannot babysit a grown up. And she realized that this was a time in her life where the children are gone and everybody is pretty much gone from her life as she aged. So this was the time for her to wrap up the business from this world and move on to another body, another life, because this is about the ending time coming. And she decided to focus more on doing good things for others and doing the things she couldn't do before. She loved to sing and dance, which she couldn't do before that much because she had the responsibility of the family and taking care of everybody and making sure that everybody has everything that they need. Everyone's needs are met. So anyway, Then what happened is, as Meghna was going about her business, going to school, doing her job, there was a new school principal came, and this was a nice, handsome man. And Meghna never thought about anything like this because she was a very good wife, mother, very religious kind. So, as this man was very interested in Meghna and he liked her a lot, and then Meghna kind of found that he was easy to talk to. He's somebody she could talk to. So at lunch, they will always sit in the cafeteria and talk. And sometimes after school, also, they will bump into each other somewhere and they will talk. And they became very good friends and talking. And Meghna also found somebody to talk to. So one day, this gentleman was named Robert invited Meghna to his place and he said, I have made a special dinner if you would like to come, and I have rented a good movie. And this time, Robbie was out of town in some business. So Meghna thought that, since Robbie is out of town and I have nothing to do, so I will go. So she went and she had a wonderful dinner, wonderful time, and she was very happy. First time in a long time, first time in many years that she felt like she could talk to someone and feel good, since she was feeling so lonely about her life. And Robbie was very happy going away from home because he knew that going to a hotel, then he can do whatever he wants because Meghna is not there to watch. But amazingly, as law of attraction works, since he was cheating on Meghna, even if it's online and even if it's sort of like in his mind, but still law of attraction worked in such a favor that all his interactions were online and on the telephone, but law of attraction worked in a way that Meghna's all her interactions was in real life. Even though Meghna never thought about this thing, but the thing led to this path. And then Meghna and Robert got very close. Meghna never thought about anything which wasn't right for her life. So she always thought about Robert as a good friend. But Robert started developing a lot of feelings for Meghna, and once he expressed them to Meghna, saying he really, really likes her company and she makes him feel really good. To that, Meghna replied that Robert, all we could be is good friends because you know that I'm married and I will not do anything which is not good for our marriage or which is not religious, because I'm a very religious woman. So Robert was very kind and good and nice person, and he was religious too, and he understood Meghna's situation. So they became very, very good friend and stayed good friend. In the meantime, Robbie was getting frustrated with his only cell phone and computer relationship, and he was hiding everything from Meghna. So one day Robbie came home early from work around 1 o'clock, and Meghna was at work, so Robbie decided to give Meghna a surprise visit because he was really feeling lonely and all this. So he came to Meghna's work to give her a surprise visit on lunchtime. And when he went to the cafeteria, he just did not go in front of Meghna. He just went, and before he could go in front of her, he saw that Meghna was sitting with a nice gentleman, and they were talking and laughing, and Meghna was so happy. Robbie never seen Meghna this happy, so he just stood there and watched her, and she talked, and then the lunch finished, and they both went away to their own direction to the classes, and Robbie just watched that and never went to say hi to Meghna, and he came back. And since then, the jealous monster went in his head, and he started following Meghna on a regular basis. And then weekend rolling, and weekend Meghna will prepare from early morning, and she'll finish her work and take her backpack to give it to the homeless. And to Meghna's surprise, Robert also liked to do that. Robert also liked to help out the unfortunate and the needy, so he joined to Meghna's case, and they met up. So as Robbie followed and he saw that Meghna went, and Robert also came, they both came with backpack, and they met up in the park, and then they laughed and they talked and they went. Now Robbie did not know that where these two were going. So Robbie was really jealous, and he saw the backpack, so he thought that they were going and they're going to stay in some hotel or something. They both came back in the evening, their whole day helping out the poor and the needy, and then they came back in the evening. So Robbie was waiting for Meghna. As Meghna came in, he just stormed out, and he told her that this was horrible, she was cheating on him, and she should not do that, and he's going to leave her. Then Meghna told Robbie that, dear, you've been doing this for all throughout our marriage, and I stood there by your side watching you doing this and never said a word. And I just continued in my path to do what I was supposed to do. And now I am not even doing what you've been doing. I am just doing my work, and Robert is just a friend. He is a co-worker. He works with me in the school. He happens to be the principal of the school, and he happens to like what I do, my goodwill, helping out the needy and the poor. Did you even bother to ask or even know what I do over the weekend? You never did, never paid any attention. So she said, if you wish to leave, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. But that's what it is in my mind. There was never any dirty thought. It was all in your mind, which you did and you hide from me. And this is what you think now, because this is what law of attraction brought you. So you see, even though Robbie did this thing and no one was watching but Robbie, but law of attraction actually brought all this thing for Robbie to experience. How does it feel when the shoe is on the other foot? So he had the taste of it. How does it feel? So Robbie and Meghna stayed separated for a couple of years, and then Robbie realized what mistake he was doing and he changed himself, and then they got back together and they started working on their marriage, and they started doing many good social things together where they could help out others. So the moral of the story is, when we do something bad to others, it comes back to us, even though nobody is watching, but we are watching. So since we came from God, we are part of God, so we are basically God's children. So we should not do any bad things. If we do bad things, it will come back to haunt us. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I will see you with many, many more. Thank you. Bye bye. Love you all. Hi, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. Thank you. May God bless you all.